Welcome to my MegaCon haul slash thoughts video, and basically I'll show off what I got signed. I picked up this for free. Well, basically get this when you go in. Now here's stuff basically I purchased. I'm also going to show off basically stuff I got signed. First up, I got this is actually the last thing I purchased for just before I left the con. I got Batman and Son, yeah, from Grant Morrison. I was so happy to get this thing. And guess what? They actually were selling this 50% off for a $20 trade. I got this for $10. Can't go wrong there. Okay, here's some comics I picked up. I picked up the finale for the Button, Flash 22, issue 2 of Batman the Shadow, the first issue of Bane Conquest, and Batman Volume 3, number 23. I actually got these from Coliseum Comics, which they were very nice to me. Unlike one particular one I'll get to in a minute, basically rant about these people. From Comic Book Connection. I don't know where these people are, but apparently they are... it doesn't say on the coupons exactly where these people are, but these guys are actually quite nice people. Yeah, oh. Ocala. They're from Ocala. Nice people. Yep, and they sell comics pretty cheap price. Some of these comics got for 50 cents, and others got for like $2. I got War of Kings number 1, Grendel number 22. I'm not all that familiar with Grendel, so yeah. I got Mystery in Space Volume 2 number 7. I completely forgot to have Rob Hunter sign this. I'm such in a hurry to get out of the con. Or at least find some of you to sign this. The first issue of the Omega Men from 1980, I think this is 1982 if I'm not mistaken. X number 3. Iron Man number 200 and 239. Okay, now we're getting some of the stuff I got signed. I got this signed by Jodie Holster. I actually asked her about this one, why she wrote this. Because Steve Orlando, basically, because he was writing Supergirl and Justice League America's Company, basically she was asked to do this by Steve Orlando himself. And we also talked about her book Faith and, of course, Mother Panic. And I might be thinking of subscribing to Mother Panic in the future because I'm hoping to get a new job in the future, so I might be able to support her book, Mother Panic. I got this signed by Joey Palmione and Manacon. I was so happy to finally get these guys to sign something because last time they had Lion Madelon. Oh yeah, and if you remember that. I got this signed by them. I got this signed by Amanda and Jimmy. This one too. This one Jimmy just signed because Amanda had nothing to do with the one shot, Mr. Freeze. Let's see. I got this signed by Pat Badge. I actually asked him about what was like Jerry Connell. He said it was a blast working with him. He said it was awesome working with him. I also asked him what he think of the Flash, the Firestorm on TV. He liked Ryan Raven better than Jefferson Jackson. That's his opinion. I respect him for it. This one I got signed by Aaron Lipsey, who recently did the Death of Hawkman series. I actually asked him what it was like to work with John Lehman. He says him and John Lehman are friends for years, and he's more known for his cosmic stuff, and he said he just recently did Martian / Marvel the Martian. And he really enjoyed we're doing this, and we even talked a little bit about Death of Hawkman. Like, I even asked him, why did they change from Hawkman Adam Strange Out of Time to Death of Hawkman? Just so what can sell. That's the reason why they changed the name. This one I got signed by Joey Palmione, and who was the other artist on here? This is one of the $2 I got this particular artist to sign this one. This is, yeah, he did the Batlash backup story. I'm trying to... I think it's Jose, I think his name is. He was a nice guy to meet. Let's see, where are you? I can find it here. It was Jesus Luis Garcia Lopez. I got him to sign this and this. And he really loved working with Marv Wolfman on this particular title. I had Eddie Barrow sign this. I even told him I really enjoy his Detective Comics run. And, of course, this story he did for Teen Titans. I even told him that my #1 favorite Rebirth book is Detective Comics, and he was very happy with that. This is like half the time I couldn't hear what he was saying because it was a very loud con, but him I really enjoyed meeting. I have Kevin McGuire, again, first time since San Comic Con. I got him to sign this Justice League number 2. Last time I saw him, I got Justice League number 1. This I had signed by Greg Rucka. That's his signature right there, Rise of Black Lanterns, because his question one-shot's in the trade. I got this signed by Matt Banning, who I got a bit of an argument with, but enjoy the autograph. This time I made sure I had something for Mike Perkins to sign, because last time I had nothing from him to sign. This time I did. I brought in this book to get Mike Perkins to sign this one. That's his autograph right there. I also got Howard Chaykin to sign this book. And Jimmy signed this one. There's one other bag, if I can find it here. Here it is. I got 2 other trades, aside from the Batman and Son trade. I also got Iron Man, Demon in the Bottle, and Captain America, Winter Soldier, Ultimate Collection. I got this thing for $10. Yeah, the original price for this was apparently $25. Got this for $10. This was $25 also originally. I got this for $6. Cheap. Alright, now for my thoughts. There was a few people that I was not able to get signatures for. Perez, I was hoping to, but it was getting kind of late. My dad was kind of anxious to leave because it was hot outside because he couldn't find a place to go to work. So I wasn't able to say for the Love is Love thing to get stuff signed for George Perez. Scott Snyder had a cap-off thing. Adam Kubert and Gail Simone left before I got a chance to get to them. Tom King had a line. I couldn't find where it started. And there's 2 people I got. One person got really mad at this one. Apparently he had a whole area all to himself, and it was Dan Slott. Yes, Dan Slott had an area all to himself. Good, it's still recording. Yeah, he had an area all to himself, and you had to be a VIP to get signed. I was hoping to get him signed by Mighty Avengers one-shot, by Mighty Avengers tape, but nope, can't be bothered to get that signed because I had to be a freaking VIP. I completely forgot about Salvador Green and Jason Aaron. I completely forgot about those 2 getting books signed by them. Yes. And Chris Claremont. I love seeing the guy. Never got a chance to get an autograph from him. And I got really ticked off with the store, basically, the booth that was that you had to buy comics there to get him to sign them. And they were charging ridiculous prices for these damn books. Like some ranging from $14 to $25 for one comic book. One comic book! I'm like, seriously? And also, if you didn't buy a comic in that store, in these specific boxes, you had to pay $5 for a freaking signature. Bob Layton already left. Look up. I was hoping to get him signed that Iron Man issue and that Iron Man trade. But he left before I got a chance to get anything from him. I was very unhappy with Holy Grail comics. Yes. I mean, some of the prices for these comics were like, really? Like, there's this issue of Rogue that came out from 1995. Charged $5 for it. I'm like, really? For a back issue? Are you freaking serious? Like, some of these books were so damn expensive. Like, some of them I can understand to certain prices, but come on. $14, $15? You expect me to pay that much for a comic book just for one freaking signature? I mean, I would love to get a signature from Chris Claremont. I really will. I bought a book to get for him to sign. Wasn't able to get it signed because I didn't buy it in that booth. I was so upset with that. So, I got fed. I was going to buy 2 comics, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay this much. I'm going to their booth. This is ridiculous. And that's when I went to go get Batman and Son from that one booth, which I think this was the same booth that I saw at MegaCon Tampa. And I got it, and that was the one I got 50% off. I was so happy to get that. Yeah, I got 3 trades this time instead of 1, which is nice. So not many comics this time for me to get. So 2 I forgot. At least 2 left before I got a chance to get to them. Rucka, I was so happy to meet the guy. And apparently he remembered me even though we never actually met before because I tweeted him after the con MegaCon Tampa. I guess I'm sorry I missed you because you were ill. He actually surprisingly remembered me because I tweeted. He does remember the day basically he was going to go, and he was sick that day. And basically, I gave my business card after he got my book. So I had a little conversation. I told him I really enjoy his work. Howard Chick, I told him I enjoy his work too. Jimmy Howard and MegaCon, I really enjoy meeting these two. Awesome to meet these two finally. And lucky enough this time, I didn't have to wait. There wasn't a long line this time. Thank you God for that. The line itself wasn't very long, surprisingly. Lucky enough, I had to go around the curtain in order to get into line for Jimmy and Amanda, and so happy to finally meet them in person. And they are very nice people. Jimmy and Amanda Connor. One person, the Pat Badge one, I actually went to the wrong person by mistake. Even he realized I made a mistake, so they basically pointed out the right person, and thank you for that. That was actually the first and only time that's ever happened to me where I actually went to the wrong booth because I thought I had the right book for him to sign, and it turns out it was the wrong person. Like, I was kind of like focused on finding certain people, and I completely missed it. But luckily enough, I had Howard Chaykin to sign his book, basically. And I tell him I do really enjoy his work. I really do. I even told him I really enjoy his Shadow miniseries that he did. I don't know if you heard me about that, but I really enjoyed it. He says he doesn't like some of his work for some reason. I don't know what's with Howard Chaykin about that, but at least he was kind of nice to me. Ken McGuire just had his own book, and he kind of remembered me and just walked away. I didn't want to bother him too much. It's not like we left on bad terms last time I spoke. It just kind of felt like he wanted to do something else. Now, Mike Perkins, I wanted to talk a little bit more, but he was busy with a couple other guys who were talking to him, so I haven't had my Annihilation Conquest one-shot, Annihilation Conquest Prelude, and he has seen the Captain America films, and I asked him what it was like to work at Brubaker. He loved working with Brubaker. And he admitted basically that basically I was surprised he actually remembered me this one, because I brought up the fact that the last time I met him was at MegaCon Tampa, which he doesn't remember that, and the fact that his credit card machine wasn't working, because he does remember that too. So he kind of remembered me. Was a little bit surprised. He doesn't remember my name, but he does remember my face, because I actually talked to him for a little while when I was at MegaCon Tampa this past October. So it was him. He was actually the only person I've actually met at 2 straight cons in a row, which it was nice to see the guy again. Next time I'm hoping to see him, I want him to sign this Captain America trade. So next time I see him, I'm having him sign this trade because, he is one of the artists on here. Yeah, and I'm hoping at a future con that I get a chance to meet Ed Brubaker. Yeah, I really want to meet the guy. Yeah, Brubaker is one of those other guys I also really want to meet. My next time I'm going to is Tampa Comic Con, which that one I'm hoping to meet Jerry Con. I have a few books for him to sign. There's a few other writers I'd like to meet. I know Conway is one of them. So is Brubaker. Charles Shaw, I would love to meet him. I like to meet Mark Millar at some point, even Frank Miller. Let's see, who else I'd like to meet at future cons? I'm hoping to see Jason Aaron at another con, because hopefully next time I don't forget to actually give him sign something. Along with the artist from Power Man Iron Fist. Eddie Burrows, I'm hoping to see him again at another con, because everybody that meets that, I'm hoping to see him at another con soon. But people like to see me at an actual con, is Ed Brubaker. Let's see. I know Conway's going to be at Tampa Comic Con, so I'm hoping to meet him at future con. So, Ed Brubaker, Charles Shaw. I want to meet David Aja. Let's see, who else? I want to meet Matt Fraction and Kelly Sue Honig. I want to meet her. I want to meet the Aldreds. Mike and Laura Aldred, I want to meet them. Let's see. Was anybody else I want to meet? Let's see. Oh yeah, I want to meet Jeff Johns. I want to meet him at some point in the future. I do want to meet Christos Gage, and I hope Dan Slott next time I see him. He's not in some dumb VIP area. I mean, what's wrong with being in a regular booth and actually interacting with people? Why do you have to be a VIP? Why? Because you're the writer of Amazing Spider-Man? I highly doubt Jerry Conway's going to get that treatment. Oh, one person like me. I already met Mark Waid, but I'd like to meet him again. But yeah. Oh, Brian Michael Bendis. I would love to meet him. And David Walker. Next time I go to a con, hopefully Scott's going to have a cap this time for people to actually meet him. Now, I would like to meet both Cuba brothers. Grant Morrison, he's another one I want to meet. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, yes, Denny O'Neil. I would love to meet Denny O'Neil. He'd be one really big person I'd love to meet. Who else? Let me think. I'd love to meet Jeff Lemire. Yeah, Jeff Lemire would be another guy I want to meet at one of these cons. I should make a top 10 list of writers I would love to meet. I'll probably do it in the near future, but this guy wasn't too bad. Though it was actually a bit different than the two I went to in Tampa. This convention looks like an actual warehouse. I'm like, there's hardly any carpet. It looks like it could use some work. And half the time I couldn't even hear. Only Eddie Burroughs was the one I had trouble talking to. I could listen to most of the stuff he's saying, but there was so much going on. It wasn't that busy of a day. And it's only day 2 of 4 for the con. I mean, I picked this day because, 1, it's affordable, and 2, it's more than 5 hours long. And of course, tomorrow, if I went on Saturday is expensive. It's like $50 to go on a Saturday. I was hoping to see Phil Jimenez, Dan DiDio, hoping to see these two guys, but they were only going to be on Saturday and Sunday, so no Phil Jimenez, no Dan DiDio. Phil Jimenez, I was hoping to get him signed my Superwoman issue. DiDio just getting signed this Black Lantern, Blackest Night Rise of Black Lanterns trade, and that's it. That's all I want to say about this particular con, but it was a great con. I really enjoyed myself. So, with the Constantine Comics, which every Tampa Comic Con I've gone to so far, I always go to the booth because I like this. I like to buy their newer comics. Just I don't like buying their back issues. It's so freaking expensive. One of the older ones. Couple areas I bought trades from because I like buying trades in the past couple cons. I was thinking of getting Batman Volume 2 I Am Suicide, but that was a 20% off. So basically, take out $3. Basically, I mean, instead of paying $17 and paying $14, I'm like, okay, I can buy 2 trades instead. So I bought 2 trades instead for reasonable prices. Okay, that's all I want to say about this particular con. Hoping to go again.
Yeah, correct. Very close.
I'm hoping to go again maybe next year. Just kind of hope that we don't have the same similar problems that I had this one when it comes to meet certain people at these cons. And I had this time. And so next con is Tampa Comic Con. That's in 2 months. I'll figure out what day I'm going when I get to that point. Okay, so that's it for Big Con Orlando. Haul and thoughts. Hope to go next year. Okay, but I have some more comic corners coming up soon. I probably won't get to them tonight. I'll probably get to them tomorrow. So until I get to my comic corners, which I have about 3 or 4 to do. So until I see you in those videos, bye.